What's up, guys? HockeyDude1940 here. We are back with another episode of our NHL 15 New York Islanders GM mode. And I've been reading the comments in these last few videos, or all the videos really, all the videos including trades especially. You guys do not like the trades that I made. You guys really do not like the trades. But I want to show you guys something. I really think we've made the right decision here. Hold on, let's go to edit lines. Let's look at this. All right, the first line: Alexander Barkov, John Tavares, Tyler Toffoli. Second line: Wayne Simmonds, Ryan Strome, Johnny Gaudreau. Now, here's the reason I made the trades that I did. Kyle Poso, he's a great player. He's a good all-around player, but he's a power forward. And power forwards, they can produce points, but they don't usually. Power forwards aren't usually the players that you can put alongside a sniper and have them go just do amazing, through the entire playoff run and throughout consistently every season. I like snipers and playmakers in the top six a lot better than power forwards and two-way forwards, even though we have Simmonds. I just think this is the better option. We got Alexander Barkov, we got younger, too. Obviously we were a young team before, now we're even younger. Barkov is 21 years old, and he still has 5 years of getting better. He's already 87 overall. Tavares, he's our centerpiece, and he's still only 26 years old. He still has another 10 years before he starts to decline. Tyler Toffoli, he's the replacement for Kyle Poso. He has a great shooting category. He's 24 years old. He's still getting better. He has a great puck skills category. He's not that bad defensively, 85 defensive awareness, and he's a sniper versus a power forward. Second line, we got Johnny Gaudreau instead of Jordan Eberle. Gaudreau, same thing. He's only 23 years old. He's still getting better. He has a better shooting category than Jordan Eberle. I'm not sure about puck skills, but I'm pretty sure he's better puck skills. Defensively, it doesn't really matter too much. He's a second-line sniper. Ryan Strome has been there. I don't think anybody has a problem with Strome. Wayne Simmonds we held on to. The third line, Brock Nelson, who's still getting better. He's a good third liner to hang on to. He's 25 years old. He can still get a little bit better. He's not bad. Casey Cizikas is that perfect third-line center. We didn't even have to trade for one. Usually you have to trade for one of those, but this guy we had right from the beginning. Look at that defensive category. That's all he needs. 87 defensive awareness, 80 face-offs, 88 shot blocking, 85 stick checking. He's the perfect third-liner, penalty killer. And then on the right wing, Joel Ward. I think this guy would be better suited for the fourth line. He's 36 years old, so he is getting worse. He does have 3 years left, so he might be a guy that we want to trade, just because he could jump down to 3 stars, and if that happens, we're not going to be able to move that contract, so we might want to trade away Joel Ward soon. But for now, that defensive category is great, the physical category is great, and he's actually not too bad offensively, and 85 poise. Look at the fourth line. Boyd Gordon is that perfect fourth line center. He's 33. I know he only has 3-star potential, but he only has 2 years left on his deal. I think he'll make it another 2 years. His defensive category is outstanding. 85s everywhere with an 86 in there and 88 for face-offs. Physical category, 4.5 star, and he's 92 discipline, which is great. And Clutterbuck in the row is 2 grinders alongside of him. I love our offense. I'm totally fine with giving away guys like Nielsen, Nielsen was 32, 33 years old, so he was older. I'm fine with giving up Grabner. He was a sniper, but he didn't have the greatest shooting category. Kyle Poso is probably the best player that we gave up. But I think Toffoli is a great replacement for him, or you could even say we replaced him with Barkov. And the goaltending thing, I think Yaroslav Halak and a first, let's put Gibson, I guess Poulin started the last game. Gibson is obviously a lot better than Halak, and I know we traded Gibson, or Halak and a first for Gibson. That's a great straight-up trade. Just because Halak for Gibson, straight up, Gibson's 10 times better. He's a lot younger, and he's still got 3 years of getting better with that potential. He could get to a 90 or even more, and he's just a superstar goalie. And don't worry about draft picks. We're fine. After year 2, the draft really isn't that good. It's not that deep, and I plan on being a playoff team. So, a 23rd overall pick in the draft in year 2 or 3 isn't going to mean much. Obviously we're beyond that now, but now we're trading away picks for years 4 and 5, and even this year for year 3. I don't need these picks, man. A even a 20-something overall pick in year 4, is only going to be a 3.5, maybe 4-star player. And, with that type of player, that guy's going to take a long time to get better, which, we're a team that can contend right now. And basically what I did is I turned those draft picks into players already. Alexander Barkov, is he better than a first-round pick? Or no, let's look at Gibson better yet. That Gibson trade, that was a great trade. We also got Marty St. Louis, don't forget. That could have helped us with the playoff run. He didn't. We didn't make it past the first round, but he still helped us out. But he made a first-round draft pick. And Yaroslav Halak. We dumped the salary cap with Halak, as well as got rid of an older player. We picked up a younger goaltender, who, if we had had that first-round pick, I guarantee you our pick would not have been better than John Gibson. And then you look at the forwards, Barkov, that's another first-round pick. Toffoli, first-round pick. Ekman-Larsson, first-round pick. Aaron Ekblad, first-round pick. Ryan Strome, Johnny Gaudreau, another top pick. No, I'm not saying they were drafted first, but this is the type of player we would have gotten if we kept the pick. I love the team moving forward. Every single player that we have is young. I didn't even look at the defense. You look at the defense, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Aaron Ekblad, Johnny Boychuk's the only one that doesn't fit into our future plan, but don't worry about that. He's only got, 3 years left. We'll trade him after this year, possibly, because Griffin Reinhardt's going to get a jump. Hopefully DeHaan and Hamonic get a jump. If not, they're perfect third-line defensemen. We sign another guy or draft another defenseman. Our defense is fine. Obviously, goaltending we're fine. And forwards, I think we're looking good. So, overall, I think the Islanders, we look better than we ever have since, the 80s? 90s? I think their dynasty run was in, the 80s. But yeah, I think we look like a pretty fantastic team right now. Let's go out there and prove it. All right, let's simulate about a month and a half here. Or, yeah, only about a month, and we'll see what we can do. All right, I just talked 7 minutes about how great this team is and how good we look for the future. Now, let's see if we can beat the Columbus Blue Jackets. That would be a start. That'd be a start. We're almost in the year 2017. Look at this. We're playing on. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's January. I was gonna say we're playing on Christmas Eve, but no, it's January, not December. What am I thinking? And we get a 2-1 win. There you go. Gibson only gave up 1 goal there. All right, the Ottawa Senators, man, they're not looking good. They have Erik Karlsson, but nothing else. We beat them 3-2. Look at this. Look at this. 24-17-5. I love that record right now. That's a good record. And Tavares, he's already at 30 goals. On pace for another 50-goal year at least. I like it. The Boston Bruins. There we go, another win. So 3-game winning streak. After I pumped up our players' confidence there. All right, Taylor Hall, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and the Edmonton Oilers, and we get an 8-2 win. We're scoring goals, boys. We're scoring goals, and I think we've got a great team. I don't know what you guys think about the trades. I don't know if you're joking around when you say you think it's a bad move. There's another 6-1 win. Trust me, they were good trades. They were good trades. You can trust me on that. I've played 7 to not. Okay, I'll stop the simulation right now. I just want to show you guys what happened after I said all that. You guys have been saying they were bad trades. I don't know. Okay, there's a bad loss there, but shake that one off. Look at our record, 28-18. I don't know why you guys are saying they're bad trades. I'm not sure if you're joking around or what, but I think they were fantastic trades. I love those trades. I think they were some of the best trades I've made in a while for GMO. But we started off the episode with a 6-game winning streak. We're 6-1 so far. 2-goal game, 3 goals for, 2 goals for. We only gave up 4 goals in those 3 games. 8 goals for, 6 goals for, 7 goals for, 7-0 win over Toronto. Man, Toronto. 6-1 win over the Chicago Blackhawks. 8-2 win over the Oilers. And you know how good of an offense they have. So we scored 14. We scored 21 goals in 3 games. In 3 games. And this is on Superstar. It's on Hardcore Simulation. It's on the hardest difficulty it can be. We've just scored 21 goals in 3 games. Okay, that was a bad loss to Vancouver, but who knows? Maybe Kevin Poulin was in the net. Who knows? Let's just keep the simulation going, man. I don't know. I can't think of why you guys made or think they're bad traits. And those of you that have said that you don't think they're good moves, you haven't explained why. You just said that was a bad move. Okay, why? Why do you think it was a bad move? I mean, we got rid of older players and players that I don't think are going to produce for this team. And sure, we got rid of draft picks, but we turned those draft picks into players that are even better than the draft picks would have ended up being. And we still have some young talent. I mean, we have a great young defensive core. I love our defensive core. For forwards, our top 6 are all, I think, 26 or younger. And we still have Joshua Hosang, who's coming up from the minors, who is a potential top 6 forward. So, I mean, I think we've got a great team here in New York. There's a 3-2 win there. Yeah, I think we got a great team here. John Tavares, 39 goals in February. There's a bad loss to Carolina. Gotta lose games eventually, though. Not too worried. I think we're definitely a playoff team this year, which is what I would expect. But after last year, barely missing the playoffs, I definitely wanted to bounce back with a good year this year. There's a 4-3 win. Evgeny Malkin and the Pens. Looks like they're top of the league right now. We get a 3-1 win over them. I mean, we're competing with the better teams in the NHL right now. Oh, look at this. The Panthers. I forget exactly who I traded there, but we stole Barkov and Ekblad would lose 3-2. I think that was an overtime loss. All right, Stamkos and Callahan and the Lightning. There's a 6-5 win. 6 goals for. Oh man, I'm loving this team right now. I can't wait to get into the playoffs with this team. I seriously think we can do some damage with this group of guys. Rick Nash, Ryan McDonough, and the Rangers. Pretty even record we have with them. Same division. Oh, we lose 2-1. Oh, that was a regulation loss as well. Alright, the Carolina Hurricanes. We lost to them last time. Ooh, 4-3 loss. Alright, scouting assignment. We'll do forwards. We're fine everywhere else. Top 10. Let's see if there's anything else. First round. Ooh, this guy Dumont. Yeah, we'll scout this guy. Cum JHL. There we go. I don't think we're going to make any moves at the deadline. There's no need to make any. I mean, we'll check it out. I'll just quickly go through the teams and see what players teams are willing to give up, and see if maybe we can add a veteran player to add to our third line, maybe. And actually, one thing that I wanted to point out to you guys, what I might want to do now from now on in this GM mode is turn on injuries for the playoffs, because I think it'll just make us play the game in a different style. We have $15 million in cap space, because all I'm really doing right now is I'm signing, 12 forwards and 6 defensemen and 2 goalies. I don't need anything else. But I think if we turn on injuries, it'll add a new aspect to the game. We'll actually think about signing depth for the playoffs, and if we get an injury, we'll have to bring up a veteran guy. I think that would be a cool thing to bring in. So let me know if you guys would like me to turn on injuries for the playoffs. I think I'm going to do it. So if we're going to do that, we might want to trade for some depth here at the trade deadline. But first off, let me just see if there's anybody in free agency. I don't think at this point in the season there would be any good free agents, but Patrick Holland, he's a two-way forward. He wouldn't be too bad of a player to bring up. He's not too good though. Blacker, no. This guy, Straight Gryba. Yeah, there's really nobody. Zach Boychuk. Nah. Brendan, yep. Yeah, none of these guys are really good. Alright, so let's go to the trade deadline. I'll just see if there's any players that teams are willing to give up. Look at Tavares. He already has 47 goals. We just hit March. He's on pace for a 60-goal season. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's not put anything on the table. I don't think we're going to make a trade. I honestly don't. But let's just see if there's any skaters teams willing to give up. Let's search by overall. James Shepard, no. Martin, no. Nope. Dennis Weidman. Mason Raymond. I mean, Ladislav Smid. That's the type of player I'm looking at. I mean, he has 1 year left. We can afford him. He's got a good defensive category. Look at that defensive category. 85 defensive awareness, 87 shot blocking, 87 stick checking, 4-star physical category. Doesn't have the greatest poise, but it's not terrible. I mean, it's not bad. And just remember, he's a rental player. We're not going to re-sign him in free agency, most likely not. He's only got this year left on his deal, so. Ladislav Smid, so keep that in mind. Ben Hanowski, he's a young guy, isn't he? Yeah, I guess he never turned out. Yeah, he doesn't have the greatest defensive awareness or shot blocking. I don't want Hanowski. He was one of the free agents in like year one. Like he just didn't pan out. Dennis Weidman, again, 1 year left on his deal, offensive defenseman. I don't think I would like to go for Weidman. If I'm going to sign a depth defenseman, I want it to be a defensive defenseman. Weidman's offensive, and that is a good bit of trade value. That's another thing. Smeed, I mean, just looking at that trade value, let's just put him on the table here. I just want to show you guys the trade value. That's pretty low. I mean, we could put on somebody here like Davis. Like, we could put on one of these 3.5-star players. I mean, we have plenty of them. I mean, this Hayden guy, I mean, he's a young defenseman. I mean, how many defensemen are we going to need? You know, I don't think we're going to need many defensemen in the future. And that trade would go through. I mean, you look at the trade values. They want Hayden. They want to give up Smeed. I think that would go through. So I'm not going to do it in this video. I think this is going to be a shorter episode. I want you guys to comment away what you think we should trade for. But Ladislav Smid, I think, is a good option. You guys saw if you guys like that trade, we can do that trade. Thomas Kopecky. See, now he would be a good depth player to pick up for the playoffs. 85 poise. Decent offensive stats, but that defensive category, 84, 82, 84, that's not a bad player to bring up for like the third or fourth line if we get an injury. So that's a pretty good player there. Chicago, nothing there. Colorado, Jerome McGinley. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe bring this guy in for the third line. I mean, that'd be a pretty stacked third line if we put a Ginla on that third line. I mean, we'd have to give up a little bit more for a Ginla, but I mean, it could work if you guys want it to. So, like I said, put it in the comments. Brad Stewart. He's another Ladislav Smid type of player. He's got 85 poise, 84 defensive awareness, 87 shot blocking, 84 stick checking. So yeah, Brad Stewart might be a good option, and look at how low that trade value is. That's so low. Columbus, there's nobody there. Dallas, Vernon Fiddler. Is he a grinder? Yeah, he's a grinder. He's actually got pretty good discipline. Yeah, 83 defensive awareness, 85 shot blocking, 85 stick checking, 80 for face-offs. Yeah, Fiddler would be another guy to bring in for a good playoff run. But he could get worse. He's 2.5 stars, so he could get worse as the year goes on. Detroit, we're not getting Cronwall. Don't even suggest that. Joakim Anderson. Again, decent depth player. 75 for face-offs, not terrible. Edmonton, nope. Florida, nope. Kings have nothing. The Wild, oh, this isn't sorting by, was this not sorting by overall? Some of these teams. Montreal, nobody. Nashville, just skimmed through, nope. New Jersey, Damian Brunner, but he's a sniper. I don't need a sniper. Bernier, power forward. Maybe. I don't know. Michael Ryder, another sniper, 2-2. Now he's probably got bad discipline. The Rangers, they got nothing. The Senators, Johan Franzen, 37 years old, 1 year left on his deal. Wow, he's 4.5 star in almost every category. Defensive category is still pretty good. 85 defensive awareness, 85 shot blocking, 89 stick checking, 85 poise, good puck skills, good physical, good skating. I mean, not good skating, good shooting. So yeah, Franzen could be a potential third liner if we want to do that. He's a power forward, keep that in mind. David Legwand could be a good third line center if we need depth of the playoffs. Not a bad player there. Philadelphia, Michael Del Zotto, we're not getting Del Zotto. Even though I know he does put up points, but yeah, how many years left? He's only got 1 year left at 5 mil. I mean, he wouldn't be a bad defenseman, but we still have Griffin Reinhart. Yeah, Del Zotto's a good defenseman in this. He turned out to be a good. I mean, maybe we could trade for Del Zotto. Let me know if you guys want me to try to get Del Zotto. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe. Umberger, two-way forward. He could be good depth for the playoffs. Matt Bolesky, same thing. Grinder. There you go. I just want to show you guys the individual stats so you guys can put your opinions in the comments on what players we should go after. Joe Thornton, I mean, that could, you know, who knows? He's still got 4-star potential. That's the key. Because I was playing in a GM mode. I forget what team I was using. What team was I using? I just gotta think real quick. I think it was actually the Toronto Maple Leafs that I was using in GM mode in this game. And the Sharks offered me a trade. It was like Joe Thornton for like a nothing prospect and like a third-round pick. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely take that deal. And Joe Thornton was like 86 overall when I picked him up in the trade. But by the end of the playoffs, he was 80 overall. And he progressively dropped as the year went on. And I picked him up, I think it was at the draft or something. Not the draft. No, it wasn't the draft. It was like the off-season. And then by the time the season hit, so only a couple months later, he was already dropped in overall. So he dropped like 6 overall points in 1 year with bad potential. But he has 4-star potential, so he's not going to get worse. So he might be a good player to pick up for a potential top 6 or maybe third-line center. Who knows? Joe Thornton. 1 year left on his deal, yeah. I mean, I don't care if I stunt his growth. I mean, he's not growing anymore. He's 37. So yeah, Joe Thornton. That could be something. Oops, sorted by age. Nope, nothing there. Brian Gianta. No, I don't want Gianta. Nope, nothing there. Daniel Sedin and Henrik Sedin. We could get the Sedin twins. Nah, I don't think we need the Sedin twins. Henrik Sedin's a playmaker. I don't need another playmaker. And Daniel Sedin, that's too much trade value. We're not going to get that. Washington is putting Alexander Ovechkin on the trade block. He's only got 1 year left. But no, we're not going for Ovechkin. That's for sure. Brooks Lake. I mean, I think that's a little bit too much trade value for a depth guy. You know. Winnipeg, nothing. We're almost finished here. Oh no, we went through these teams already. Alright, so those are the players that the teams are willing to give up. I'm only going to go for players that teams are willing to give up, just because that'll be the easiest deal to make. I'm not going to go any further in the trade deadline. So yeah, actually... Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, you know what? I just... oh, man, I just realized I'm a complete idiot. You guys won't be able to comment because I went into the trade deadline, and like an idiot, I went into the trade deadline, so I can't back out of the trade deadline, obviously. So I have to keep going, and I thought maybe I'll just leave my PS3, I'll just leave it on this screen, but I still have to do some other videos. Well, this is awkward. This is really awkward, so yeah. Looks like I'm going to have to make the trades. So, first things first, Ladislav Smid. We said was a good option. I forget who else. Let me just go through this real quickly. Who's that defenseman? It was Smid and another defenseman. I don't remember who it was. Smid and who else? I think it was back before. Man, I'm an idiot. No, I didn't even think about it. Yeah, it was Brad Stewart. Alright, so Brad Stewart and Ladislav Smid. Let's just look at the defensive category and the poise. So 85 poise. 84, 87, 84. Remember that. Calgary. Smid. 86. Yeah, Smid's better. Yeah, he doesn't have as good of a poise, but Smid is better for defensive category. So yeah, we're gonna go for Ladislav Smid because I think I'm going to turn on injuries for the playoffs. So if we're gonna do that, we might as well go with this. And I'll give up this Walsh guy. Yeah, because he's he's only 67 overall. Yeah, we have plenty of defensemen. And we still have some other prospect defensemen as well. So, straight up, Ladislav Smid for Jared Walsh. Will it go through? Yes, it did. We believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in Calgary, so we are accepting your trade offer. So right there, we already picked up a depth defenseman for the playoffs. So in case an injury happens on defense, we can bring up Ladislav Smid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we have plenty of defensemen now. Ladislav Smid, that's a good player to bring up because I don't really want to bring up Donovan in case of an injury because he's decent, but he's not as good. And Oleg Kapitanov, he's not the greatest defensively. I mean, he's got 85 defensive awareness, but I'd rather bring up a veteran guy like Ladislav Smid into the lineup. Alright, so forwards. Yeah, we really don't have any depth on forwards. Oh, Michael Call. I completely forgot about him. Here's another potential top 6 player. So yeah, we made some good trades, and we still have some great potential players here in the minors. So don't worry about us. And remember, we still have these guys like Kirkland, Pollock, Simmons, Brendan Lemieux, Dakota Conroy. Yeah, we are completely fine, boys. Don't worry about a thing. All right, so let's look at all skaters, trade value. See if there's anybody we were willing to give up. I'm not going to give up Boychuk this year. He's going to help us with our playoff run. Not giving up Boychuk. See, this is the thing. We can't trade for a guy like Joe Thorpe. We don't have enough trade value. Kirkland, Pollock. You know what? Let's let's look at some of those teams where there were some forwards that we thought could work. I'll go backwards because I think there were more towards the end. Ryan Miller. Oh, I'm in goalies. Let's just go back through this. Brooks Like. No, we're not getting Like. We don't have enough trade value for Brooks. Nope. Pittsburgh. Nope. Philly. Nope. I mean, there's Umberger, but man, Johan Franzen. I might want to go for that. Or Legwand. Legwand, 75. 83, 84, yeah. Franzen's got the better... Franzen's better all around. Alright, so remember Ottawa. I remember Ottawa. Oh, man, I forget what teams they were. Oh, Wall Anderson, no, it wasn't those guys. Fiddler, no, it wasn't Fiddler. Aginla. Nah, you know what? I think I'd rather go with a center, to be honest, just because. I mean, we have. Nah, I mean, Aginla's a great player, but he's a great guy to get. But oh man, I don't know. It's just we made the mistake of last year going for St. Louis and Heatley, and they didn't really help us that much, and that is a little bit of trade value. So I don't think I really want to go for that. Kopecky, where's face-offs like? 64 now. I thought there was a center. Yeah, I thought there was a center, but guess not. Alright, so let's go to Ottawa. And let's see if this will work. Alright, sort by overall. David Legwand or Johan Franzen. Don't worry about salary. I mean, Legwand, yeah. I think we got to go for Franzen. Because Franzen, he's still got the 3.5-star potential. I think he's better in every single category. So yeah, let's. I mean, do I want to ruin the team's chemistry that we got going right now? Not really, because we are a really good team. But remember, he's just depth for the playoffs. But, I mean, I would want to play him on the roster. See, that's the thing. I don't really want to go for a player that's going to play for us the rest of the season. I want to go for a player that we're only going to use in the playoffs. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go for Franzen. I'm not going to go for him. I want to go for a player that is only going to play for us in the playoffs. Yeah, Umberger 3-star potential. I think it's going to be hard to find. Actually, with Bolesky. What was his potential? 3.5-star. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go with Matt Bolesky. He's a good grinder and he's good depth. They want to give him up. Davis, Hayden, Anders Lee. Yeah, Anders Lee can go. Yeah, because he's not going to make the team. Yeah, he's 26 years old. Yeah, he's not really getting any better, and he definitely does not fit on our team. So yeah, Anders Lee for Matt Bolesky straight up. Matt Bolesky's a little bit more trade value, but they want this guy and they want to give him up. So, let's see. Matt Bolesky for Anders Lee straight up. No, okay, so they said it was not sufficient at all. Don't worry, we got plenty of phones here. Plenty of phones. Proposed trade. Alright, let's go back to Philly. All the way down to Matt Bolesky. Bolesky was a little bit more trade value, so you can see why it didn't go through. Anders Lee. Let's add, do they want like a 7th round pick or something? Let's add in a 6th and a 7th. Will this go through? Yes, it did. Alright. We believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in Philadelphia, so we're accepting your trade offer. Alright. I really honestly think that's all the moves that we're going to make. I mean, yeah, so, where are they? Let's go to the bottom here. Neither of them are going to play for us right now. Bolesky, you're going to go to the minors, and where is he? Actually, no, wait, they're not going to go to the minors. I'm just going to leave them up, but I'm going to scratch them. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Actually, wait, let me see one more thing. Is Kevin Poole an 81 overall? Yeah, he's 81. I was going to say, maybe we should go for a backup goalie, but not Kevin Poole's fine. But let's just see goalies. Let's see what goalies teams are willing to give up. I'm just interested in seeing. Boston, nope. Enroth, no, he's 79. Wow, Calgary's looking to get rid of both of their goalies. Blackwood. Detroit, they're looking to get rid of the goof. Prince Gustafsson. Snapsky. Ooh, the Island, or not the Islanders, the Senators are willing to give up Craig Anderson. Oh, I might want to go with Craig Anderson. Just because he's still a good goalie. I mean, 4.5 stars. He still has the 3.5 star potential. Does he have 1 year left on, wait, does he have 1 year left on his deal? Oh no, he's 2 years left on his deal. Never mind, I'm not going with Craig Anderson. Get out of here. Oh wait, is that, yeah, it's Gugo Vaz. It's Gugo Vaz, look at this. It's the Arizona Coyote potential goalie. If you guys have watched 2BC Productions, his Arizona Coyote GM mode. Michael Gugo Vaz. Okay, so he's still 21 years old. He's still getting better. Ray Emery, but no, he's pretty much the same thing as Kevin Poulin. Yeah, he's only got 3-star potential. Zach Koff, but no, we need Zach Koff. Nabokov, nah. Brian Miller, but no, it's way too much trade value. Pascali, no, okay. So yeah, I think that's all the moves we're going to make. I don't think we need to make any more moves, so let's just finish off the trade deadline. And in the next episode, we will simulate the end of the regular season. Alright, so let's just see all the trades that were made. Waiver claims. Player picking and trading. Alright, I'll just point at the big ones. The Kings got a 3rd round pick in Hainsey for this Alex Mowbray guy. Peters to Washington for Joakim Anderson. Murray Allen and Carter Ridgeby. I mean, for 3rd round pick Raffle and Philip Larson. Matt Bolesky, that was the trade that we made. That was another trade we made. Brian Campbell, yeah, I think we've seen this trade. Brian Campbell to the Blue Jackets. McMillan to the Rangers. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. McMillan to the Rangers. Tatar to the Canadians. Higgins to the Blue Jackets. Papin. Ooh, look at that. The Kings. We traded Papin to the Kings, and they traded him back to Buffalo. They got Drew Stafford and Nate Thompson. All right. Oh yeah, and this is the trades that we made. Oh wait, did they trade him like days later? Hold on. Hold on a second. We traded Papin on the 8th. And then they traded him pretty much the next month. Yeah, they traded him like a month and a half later, or 2 months later. So Alexis Papin, he got traded twice in about 2 months. Poor guy. Alright, continue. Alright, so that is all the moves that we're going to make. Let me know what you guys think of those 2 minor moves in the comments. If you don't like the move, explain why. I don't see why you wouldn't like the move. We gave up 2 pretty much nothing prospects for 2 depth players for the playoffs, which we will turn on injuries for the playoffs. I've made that decision. We will turn them on. But yes, in the next episode, we will simulate the rest of the regular season. So, yeah, I'll see you guys there.